Well, here we are, yet again, for another start of this F1 24. My team career mode, and yeah, for those that don't know what's going on, I am restarting this career mode. I was going to take some time away from doing career mode, but then the setup started to be released. And, excuse me, and now there's, at the time of recording, I'm recording this Friday evening, there's now 4 race setups going to round 4. Excuse me, I'm going to leave that in. But so fingers crossed, I'll be able to upload this a bit more regularly. The F1 MyTeam stuff will be like secondary to what I'm doing away from camera. I'm going to do a driver career mode for myself, and that's going to be definitely more enjoyable because there's more cutscenes. But I did make a promise that I would do a MyTeam series, and this is it. This is the start of a new, well, I say a new chapter. We just basically hit reset. In the background, you are seeing me set everything up, including livery, helmet, settings, and all that stuff. I thought, instead of just leaving it out and whatnot, I just thought, you know what, screw it, let's leave it in. I did try to make sure everything was the same. Fortunately, it didn't have Frederick Vesti in, which was kind of disappointing, should I say. And apparently I couldn't afford the drivers or anything like that. And I was also as well thinking of changing the look of the livery. Keep with the same colour scheme, but to then just change livery. In the end, I think I just went for the same one. But as you can see, I'm just flirting around different ideas. But nevertheless, went for the same livery. And yeah, it was all right. I quite like this livery as its like main sort of thing. And instead of making you guys sit through the cutscene, I decided just to answer as quick as possible. I went for the same answers roughly, and it's put us still in this same sort of position. It still put us down in the realms of last place on paper. But here we are then, we are back in the beautiful menus. That definitely doesn't look anything different. No, well, it looks completely different compared to previous games, I guess. Yeah, they didn't really add much to this game, did they? And of course, now the game is officially out for everybody. So enjoy the awful handling model. Still no news. Like they haven't really, like EA haven't themselves come out and said anything about it. Like it's the content creators that are saying stuff like that's been changed and whatnot. So some transparency from EA would be nice, but you know what? I don't know if I really trust them too much. We're just going to put on our sponsors because we need them. Otherwise, the card's just going to look a bit bland and plain. Say that though, 11 sponsors, all exactly the same. But you know what? It's a beautiful looking vehicle. It really is. Also add in our perks. But yeah, that's kind of all we're going to have to do for the customization side of things. So what we're going to do is we'll get straight into qualifying. And the first run was on the mediums. And as you can see, I am a lot smoother as well. Also, I have a dyno halo image thingy the bob. And yeah, you can just see as well, like, the handling is still not perfect, but like I say, with these setups now, from Sim Racing Setups, if I mentioned earlier, Sim Racing Setups is the website I use. They do optimized race setups, and it's gone up to Japan for the time being. Of course, Japan is now round 4. Across the line, we did like a 1:30.0, which, you know what, was actually pretty damn good, especially on the mediums. So of course, the difficulty is on 105, and it seems to be the perfect difficulty already. Like I am finding that I do have better pace on this game compared to F1 23. So that maybe I could come out of retirement and start league racing again. It depends if they'll have me back. So I've like left like 3 times before, and my plan said like I will stay retired. But yeah, you know what? Nevertheless, it's fine. Going around the final corner, we are 7 tenths up. We are going to go into overtake. That's what I like as well about the ERS system this year. And we come across the line, and unfortunately, it is only P20, which is still respectable, especially considering, you know, we are definitely towards the back of the grid. But that is qualifying over. It's time to get straight into the race. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton on top in Q1, and not really. I don't think there was any big shocks here. Not really. No, Jack Durham was in P22. But yeah, that's going to do it. Let's get straight into the race for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at turn 1 and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Norris, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ricciardo, Bottas, Albon, Tsunoda, Ocon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Gasly, the Professor, Joe, and Jack Doohan. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, it's a new season, plenty of new opportunities, but I think I'm going to start with a question we may have asked last year as well. Can anyone stop Max Verstappen?
That's what they're hoping for, and that's what we're hoping for as well in some ways, because we don't want to see just one driver or one team running away with it this season like we had last year or even the years gone by in this sport. Can we get to see a 2-way or even a 3- or 4-way fight throughout this race today? Fingers crossed we'll get that.
Okay, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way.
So if you watched my previous video on this game, on doing my team, you might remember I could easily do a one-stop. It's not come up as a one-stop on here. I tried changing it to a one-stop. I tried switching things around to go medium hards. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, but nevertheless, I think, if I remember rightly, it's been, well, not ages, but I can't remember what I did 3 hours ago. I'll be honest, and I've recorded this early in the morning. But yeah, going to do the formation. I decided I was going to give it a go for doing it manually. I am one of the only cars to start on the hard tyres towards the back of the grid. I am aiming for that one-stop strategy. Can I do it? You'll have to wait and see. As just trying to get our tyres up to temperature. And do you know what? It's actually very, very, very difficult. As you can see, pulling up to the grid position now, grid slot, they're still cold. I was weaving plenty enough, but it just wasn't warming up. So we are going to have to, unfortunately, start on the cold tyres. As first time lining up, we only get a green on there. But anyway, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's a fantastic start from Sainz, and also from Verstappen. Leclerc gets an awful start. He's dropped now down to P4, but towards the back of the field, though, we just got to make sure that we do not crash into anyone because of our cold tyres. And yeah, I'm now down to P20. What a great start. But anyway, going into turn number 2, and we are just behind Jack Doohan. Can we get him going into turn 3? Going to look down the inside, maybe? No. And oh no, we dummied him down inside. We barged past him, even though really should actually give him that position just because he is on the soft tyres, so he'll be a lot quicker than me. I said that livery is absolutely gorgeous. As we're going to go into this slower section of the track, as you can see, like, he's just got so much more grip than me, but we managed to stay ahead. Coming into this difficult, I think it's turn 9 and 10, as we almost got into the back of Logan Sargent, and then we have to go really wide. Of course, the cold tyres really having an effect into that corner, and unfortunately now we're going to have to defend from our teammate as we go super wide to try and put him off. Whatnot. I have noticed as well that the AI seem a lot more realistic this year. Like, they don't seem to dive bomb as much, and they will actually stay behind you to get DRS. I have actually noticed that. Of course, I have also heard that there are bugs as well for wet races where they go onto dry tyres. So if that happens, we could be in for some points. Going to the final corner, and our teammate is going to dive it around the outside, down the inside. And there we go. He is now up into P21. Of course, really, this season I'm only really focusing on the internal battle at Talis F1 for the what's it called? And you know what? It seems to be like we're doing okay as we're going to go back down the inside again. And it's absolutely perfect as we are at the start of lap 2, and it is now a perfect situation for us. And we're just going to come through the not the Mickey Mouse section, the S section, as which is the head of Mr. Jack Doohan. So yeah, I can't really see us getting any points until late on. That is for sure. However, we should be okay because yeah, you know what? This first season, I can just see us like, obviously, it's a MyTeam career mode, so obviously, you know, we're going to have to work our way up from the bottom as our teammate goes down the inside. On to lap 3, going on to lap 4. We do have our teammate in our sight, of course, as long as we can stay with him. We know that eventually we'll be able to overtake him because our tyres will eventually be faster. And we're going to go down the pitch straight then with DRS activated, and we're going to use our ERS at the same time. Well, we will stop using now. Here we go then. We're going to go down the inside. No, we're going to fake to the inside, then go to the outside. Not going to get the move done here just yet, but we're going to try and get the better line. And you know what? I'm very happy with that. So then going into turn 3. We're going to go around the outside. Can we get past him? Yes, we go. Side by side through the S's. We're going to hang it around the outside, and it's just about perfect. And we take the position off our teammate Liza. As long as we can beat our teammate on track, I'll be a very happy boy for this season. That is the main goal. Obviously, we want points, we want podiums, we want wins. But like I say, for season 1, it's just all about maintaining that that battle between our teammates. We're almost going to the back of them, as you can see. You overtook us again. There is a big cut in the race as well. There wasn't really any point in really showing that. I wanted to try and keep this episode as short as possible, whilst also leaving as much action as possible as well, as we get on the curves there, which just sort of settles the car. But nevertheless, we are now going to have DRS again. It's one of my favourite overtaking opportunities. Do exactly the same again. We're going to pretend to go down the inside, then actually go around the outside. And this time it's a lot easier of an overtake. And we're back up into P21. Like I say, it's just a battle between myself and Jack at the end of the day. But you know what? Super worth it. And as you can see as well, the setup that we have now is just absolutely perfect. So just thank you for the website. They have been saving my butt for about the past 3 or 4 games. And without them, I wouldn't have actually got P3 in ALR. I wouldn't have got my first win in ALR either. So thank you to Sim Racing Setups. Go on to lap 9 then, and as you can see, the soft runners are starting to pit. So it's kind of like gave me the idea, if I can get to like lap 20, 21, go on to the softs. Lap 17, I can easily go on to the mediums. But I just wanted to see how long I can really take these tyres for. As I'm just going to go side by side with my teammate. We're going to squeeze him quite a bit actually. And it's good to see that they'll actually have to go off the track. As you can see, we've just got a bit distracted there by something. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it's nice to see, like I say, the AI just being a bit more realistic when it comes to the battles and everything. It's come through the S's, and you can kind of tell like our tires are starting to get warm, but not to the point where it's like, okay, it's like danger zones. Next lap, well, at the end of that lap or whatnot, going on to lap 10. As you can see, we're now up into third place. Stop, red flag the race. No more laps. We're finished third. Yay, cool. No, unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Which really sucks. But as you can see, going on to lap 21, there was like 11 laps of just me being overtaken. It's kind of trivial at that point. It's like, you know, I couldn't really defend. I tried to defend as much as possible because we are, like I say, the fact you see our left front actually is on 70% tyre wear. It's ridiculous, but like I was still able to, like, you know, do okay. Obviously, those that are fresh tyres are going to absolutely mince me on the spot in the corners, and just straight away, look, you can just see the Mercedes just pulling away already. Half a second in like 2 corners. It's ridiculous, but that's how it is. And if I remember rightly, we're going to come into the pits 72% tyre wear on the front left, and just got to make sure that we don't have any issues. It's kind of the same issue that we had with the MyTeam episode the other day. Of course, to those that are watching this and thinking, oh, no, we're in this race. Technically, yes, but I'm just doing hog restarts. Anyway, into the pits we go, and can we get a good pit stop? Let's have a look. There we are. We are into the pits, and it seems to be like an okay pit stop. We are going to actually come out ahead of our teammate, which is also really, really good. He's not even on the minimum. Actually, no, he's coming down the main straight now. But look at that, onto the soft tyres. Them tyres will now last us until the end of the race. And this is the time where we can really push on. So you know what? Am I a tyre saving god already in F1? No, definitely not. People have done this already. Well, I did an Alfa Romeo race, race in the Alfa Romeo around the sprint race. And you know what? I managed to get fourth with a one-stop strategy, so it's doable. It's doable for a lot of stuff. But anyway, going on to the penultimate lap of the race, and this is going to be a nice long edit because there's a lot going on here. We've caught up to the likes of Hulkenberg, Magnussen and Ricciardo. They're having a good scrap here. 2 hard runners, 1 soft runner, and then of course there is us as well just behind them. And of course, whilst this isn't for points, it's still a really good battle. So we're going to look for a move around the outside. Not going to happen just yet. Of course, still not overly confident with the car. That is for sure. As we get a little bit wayward there, I'm kind of like really pushing myself to get these overtakes done, which is something I need to really work on myself. I need to like really pick my moments. As we're going to go into this difficult left-hander here, of course, with ABS off, you're very highly likely to lock that front left tyre. DRS activated. ERS we're not using just yet. I'm actually trying to save as much of that as I can. We're going to look for a move around the outside. Not going to happen, so we're not going to force it too much. I am also pleased to say that the only time I really had to use the replay system was to get some of the cutscenes, and that's it. I didn't actually have to like flash back any of the race. No mistakes were made. But anyway, coming down to the final corner to start the final lap of the race. Can we overtake these cars ahead of us as we go? Oh, we do actually hit the back of I think if I'm right as well, we've got a warning for that. But nevertheless, come down the main start finish straight. Going to look for a move on Nico Hulkenberg and Kevin Magnussen. We're going to go round the outside. This is going to be very, very good for us when we overtake both of the Hasses, and we do get up to P19. Of course, with them two fighting each other, we just took full advantage, and we are now up ahead of the Hasses. Up next then will be Daniel Ricciardo. Can we get him on the final lap? I wouldn't think so, just because of their car is just a bit quicker than us. As long as we finish ahead of the Hasses, I will be a happy, happy boy. Coming now to turn, whatever it is, it's probably like turn 8. I don't know, I haven't really been counting. But as you can see now, Daniel Ricciardo is starting to get a bit further ahead of us. As we come through this difficult left-hander. I have to say, since I've got settings and and everything sorted and setups, I'm enjoying this game. And I think once they fix the handling, I can see myself really enjoying the game this year. And but yeah, coming through the final sector now, I'm going into sector 3. Unfortunately, I think if I remember rightly, I was in hot lap motors as well. And yeah, Nico Hulkenberg right behind us. Is he going to look for a move? He's just too far back. We are going to come around the final corner. And you know what? We are going to finish a respectful T19 to start off the season.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win.
Well, you're always unsure of the competition and what your opponents have been able to do in the off-season, Crofty, but they've come here today, they've delivered the performance that you dream about, and wow, did they make that car sing today. Really impressive stuff.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
And with that then, that is the first race done. Carlos Sainz wins ahead of Verstappen, Perez, Lando Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Piastri, Hamilton, Alonso, and Bottas rounds off the top 10. Stroll, Guan Yu Zhou, Albon, Sargent, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda, Ricciardo, myself, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, and Jack Doohan also round off the rest of the grid. But that is going to do it then for today's episode. I want to say thank you to those that will stop by and watch, especially those that might want to stay until right to the end. It would be very, very appreciated if that was the case. I'm hoping, as long as everything goes well, I can do daily MyTeam content. Tomorrow for you guys, so Tuesday, I am going to be out, but I'm hoping that there will be a video to be uploaded. If not, then there will be a video on Wednesday, but like I say, I'm hoping to do daily episodes of F1 MyTeam. For now, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. See ya.